got the feeling that it's not gonna work out. I got the feeling.
Hey guys, and welcome to my new YouTube video. So this is actually going to be a slightly different video than I've done before. Not only am I doing a collaboration video, but I'm also doing a slight series. So I'm not going to reveal who I'm doing a collab with because they're obviously going to have their bits inserted in the video. But what I'm going to do is just film the bits that I'm supposed to film and insert their bits, and yeah, we'll just see how the video goes from there. So what these videos are going to actually be are relating to YouTube, and what they're going to be are ways in which me and my fellow YouTuber create videos, make thumbnails, edit, types of videos we make, and why we make those types of videos. This is episode 1, the creation of an idea, which I nearly forgot the title of the video for, but episode 1, the creation of an idea. The first few notes that I just wanted to read over, and the reason I wanted to do a video about this is people don't just have a video and it just springs to their mind and then they create it and it looks amazing. There has to be a backstory behind it, there has to be a reasoning behind it, there has to be some sort of inspiration, whether it's a meme, whether it's a friend that's done the video, there has to be some sort of inspiration behind the idea to make the idea come to life. One of the little notes that I made and that we both discussed, how do you come up with an idea? So like I said, you have to get inspiration from somewhere. Me, I personally write down notes about absolutely anything. So if I have an idea in my head, whether I can actually go through with it or not, I'll make the note. I'll be like, look, potential idea is, and what I'm thinking at that time. And then what I might do is I might go back to my ideas list about a week, 2 weeks later and be like, so I did think that was a good idea, but looking at it now, it's not sort of what I'm like looking for, or it wouldn't really work on my channel, or I don't think I could actually execute that video sort of thing. So with me coming up with ideas, it's just anything I think of, whether it's wacky, whether it's good, whether it sounds weird, I'll write it down, I'll come back to it, I'll review it, and then if it's something I feel like I can do on my own, I'll film it. If it's something I feel like I can do with a friend, then I'll propose that idea to a friend. If they're interested in doing it, then we'll just go ahead and film it and hope for the best, basically. So the second part of this is, how do you expand ideas? Once you've got that inspiration, once you've got that basic idea, how do you expand on it? So if I want to do a video with a friend where we're doing a quiz, so how would I expand? So what type of quiz would we do? How long would the quiz be? How many questions would there be? What genre of quiz would it be about? Like, would it be on Harry Potter? Would it be on Nintendo Wii? Would it be on gaming? Would it be on LGBTQ+ and all of those sorts of things? Again, with me, it's just making notes. I'll write my idea, I'll write everything around it, so the sort of who I would like to film it with, what my sort of aim is for the video, things I want to cover in that video, and it's things that I've been thinking about during that little current time period. So for example, if I make a video about memes, I may have just clicked with one meme in particular, and that's just set off a whole video idea. And that does happen with quite a lot of people. They think of one thing, or they think of something that's happened, like a story time video for example. Someone might just hear a story about a drunk night out or something, and it may just spark a video idea where you can then do several story times relating to drinking, going out, that sort of thing. It's not something you wanted to do, it's not something you planned on doing, but because you've heard it elsewhere, that has given you the inspiration and the want to create that sort of video. Scripts and test films. Are there times where you need to maybe refilm the same scene twice, or refilm the same sentence twice? Or are there times where you need to script out a whole video and bit by bit you just read off of the script? I rarely do scripts. I think I've only ever done a scripted video once. Don't really read by the script. At the moment I've just got notes of things I'm going to cover. I don't really have, right, in this segment I'm going to say this, and at this point I'm going to laugh, and at this point I'm going to make a joke about whatever. So with me, I tend not to use scripts. 99.9% of my videos are just me saying what I'm saying, and if it comes out good, it does, and if it doesn't, then we just have to refilm it again. And that is interlinked with test films. So I don't necessarily do test films, but I sometimes repeat what I say. So if I say a sentence and I know I can rephrase it slightly better, I'll just cut. I won't even stop the recording. I'll carry the recording on, I'll just go to silence, and then I'll just re-say the sentence in the way that makes it make more sense, if that makes sense. And then the final little thing with creating an idea is preparation for filming. So where do you set up? Where are you locating yourself, and do you do any sort of weird vocal warm-ups or like body warm-ups or anything? Again with me, warm-ups I don't really touch. I don't really do all this la 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 crap. Like, bottle of water, have a few sips of that, look at some inspiration of the videos that I'm not trying to copy, but trying to get the inspiration from to make, and I'll just see, look, what do they do in their video, what sort of things do they cover in their video, any last minute cleanings of the room, and then just go straight onto it. Location, I generally don't think about location. It's usually either in my bedroom, in the kitchen like you've seen in some of my other videos, or last year I was just in uni halls or my nan's room back at home. Again, setup, I have a tripod, but it's one of those little tiny tripods. I'm using it now, and yeah, so really that's pretty much the only thing that I use. To get the sort of height, I sometimes just put boxes or books or something that will just raise it up a little bit. I'm not bothered about all this fancy lighting or fancy equipment. Like, at the end of the day, I've got a decent enough camera, so the quality's going to come out fine. It's just whether or not you can see like my chin, or whether you can see like a bit more of me, sort of thing. So I do hope you enjoyed my part of episode number 1, the creation of an idea, how you come up with an idea, where you get inspiration from, that sort of thing. I'm now going to pass it over to my YouTube friend, who hopefully will have filmed his bit, and yeah, oh, I've just given it away, there's a guy, but you won't know who it is, so I'm going to pass you over to him, and hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you very much for watching my part, thank you for watching this video, and I'm sure he'll end up doing an ending at the end. So until episode 2 with the same guy, I will see you then. Goodbye.
Hi, hello, hi, I'm Keys from The Unfitting Key. I noticed that at the end of your part, Brandon, you covered the lens with your hand, so I thought I'd do the opposite and bring my hand away from the lens, so it's like really synchronized. I'm going to apologise now for the lack of continuity in my part. I filmed a part earlier in different clothes and a hat, I'm pretty sure. So this section and the section that precedes that part is probably going to seem a little off. However, to make up for it, I'll put in a cool transition. Battery died, sorry about that. As I was saying, to make up for the jumpy cuts and terrible continuity, I am going to do the best transitions that I can. Got my pillow here, just line that up. What do you do when your hair's a mess? You put on your hat 'cause you're lazy. Any idea I come up with will be a result of one of these two things: passion and inspiration. I'll watch something, read something, hear something, and I'll feel inspired. That inspiration gets put into the old noggin here. It whirls around for a bit, and almost out of nowhere pops an idea. Something where I think to myself, ooh, that'd be funny. Oh, that'd be interesting. Ah, that's a terrible idea. And passion does something similar to that, except I'd say my passion ideas are more of an original concept. For example, I'm planning a series, mostly in my head, but also a bit in writing, where I'm simply doing it not because I was inspired to, but because I feel it deep in my bum heart that it's something I want to do, and that itch won't go away until I do it. That's enough me, and now time for more me. So those were pretty much the basics of how I come up with an idea. Now I kind of want to say how I expand on it. Brandon and I work similarly in this part of the video making process, because I too look at what the aim of the video is supposed to be. It doesn't always, but usually you'll find it shapes the video itself. What am I trying to achieve with the video, and how am I going to do it? Is the focus the aim of the video, or is the aim part of something bigger? By which I mean the video might have an aim, but it doesn't mean that's what the video is supposed to represent. It's a bit of a convoluted way of describing it, but hopefully you get what I mean. A lot of the time when I vlog, it will be because I want to express myself. Nowadays I mostly feel like either I'm not expressing myself well enough, or the entire world doesn't understand me. At this point I'm about 50-50 on either option. I also like to mention what I have to do to make my video come to fruition. Sometimes I have to write a script, sometimes it's just bullet points, and sometimes it's coming straight from the heart. And other times it's just completely random. I'll try all three if I'm honest. It's almost as if I work on a scale to being really lazy to not so lazy. I probably should have made the other end like productive, but I didn't think about that, and I'm kind of happy with my lazy line now. Prep for filming, I normally get my light, my tripod, and set up my camera with the mic on top. In terms of location, I just pick somewhere that I think looks nice, or that I can actually stand, because there's not many places in my house I can record, usually because there's other people in those places. But to be fair, this video I quite like. We've got a nice sort of triangle shape here, got a bit of perspective, the door's getting larger. You got this board full of post-it notes, a pen, and some stretchy man. Like, you know, what's going on over here? It piques the curiosity. And up in the corner, I don't know if you can see it, but we got my friend Kenneth. This is him. My batteries are going down really fast, and I feel like it might be the end of my life. End of my camera's life. I think my subconscious has some issues. Before my camera battery dies, I just want to quickly mention the warm-ups I do. I don't do warm-ups, same as you, Brandon, though I think I should. I have to repeat my lines probably like 4 to 5 times to get it perfect, or at least to something I'm happy with. So if I start with some warm-ups, so if I start with some vocal exercises, so if I start with some vocal exercises, I feel like I won't mess up as much. Maybe something like la, do re mi fa so ta la la ta pa. I don't know any vocal exercises, I've determined. Anyway, thank you for watching my part and for watching Brandon's part earlier, I assume, since that came first. Let us know what you thought in the comments. It was great speaking to Brandon's audience, and I'll see you soon for part 2. Later.